perfect from the night so far and continues it. And the first time in a long time for Kettle Moraine to go back out on top. They lead it by 1. It's Owens' kid. Pretty cool character on the free throw line. And the free throws he has had, including that one, have been clutch ones. Kettle Moraine back up by 2. Nice try and a steal by Browning. You want to see how to pick up a floor burn? Watch right here. Well, he didn't quite pick up any. Kind of like Michael Wilson of Marquette, who likes to go to the floor and you really dive after those. Oak Creek with a chance here now to tie it up. 2:15 left in the game. Hoffman looks back at the clock. He's double covered. Passes away outside to Seaman. He'll just take his time, set it up, says, hey, we got time.
You know, it's becoming conservatives like this. You take that momentum away from them. And
a long shot by Seaman. Good.
Ooh, he's been saving that one.
That was a long one, and Kettle Moraine. I thought they wanted a timeout. There's how much time is left. 1:52. Tie ball game here, folks. 46-all.
Going down to the right down to the wire, John.
They had to fix the net on the underneath that hoop. Net kind of snagged on the rim. Here's Owens on Hintz. Looking on the baseline. Freeland working over to Owens.
We got some trap in here now.
Here's Weber. Weber leans it over. Hoffman good. Kettle Moraine back up by 2, 48-46. Now the clock becomes a factor. Look at it here as it works. And while we were watching that play, we had a turnover. Or excuse me, Kettle Moraine tried to knock the ball away. Went off of their player out of bounds, I believe. And Hoffman talking it over now with the referee Smith. Anyway, it's going to be Oak Creek's ball on the inbound. That's it off to Hoffman. Now the clock does become a factor. 1:20 left to play. Hintz with the ball. There's Archer. Back out Seaman. They look at Brannaman on the lead and nobody there but Kettle Moraine. And as he takes it around, he's fouled by Seaman. And a backcourt foul.
He was looking for Brenneman underneath. He tried to make the pass to Brenneman. Overthrew him.
Freeland was right there to pick it up. Ooh, he got him. He reached in. And timeout called by Oak Creek. Well, we're seeing a great one here. We're looking forward to another great one next Saturday night. As we're Saturday Night Live at 8 o'clock next week with the Washington Pergolders against the Tech Trojans. I'll be out there with Jim Smallins. And moving into the Milwaukee Area Conference, there's some great teams around. We'll bring you the best, as usual, right here on Sports 36. There you go. Jerry, you've worn those patches already. You do a little officiating on the side.
Right, it's a challenging job, John. It's a tough job. It's a thankless job. Someone has to do it.
These guys are sure in their money tonight. They've had a lot to call.
Their whistles have gotten to work out.
These guys are fairly hoarse after yelling through a sophomore game all night.
That boy on the left there looks like he could play a little football.
1:08 left to go. And to the free throw line, Dean Freeland. Look at him. I don't know, is he asking for a little more of the crowd or what?
I think he wants a little bit more noise. He's looking up in the crowd.
I saw him do that when he was introduced before. Put his hand behind his back. Come on, let's cheer it up.
I think he's got a couple buddies up there.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes that'll psych on a player quite a bit more. You hear that crowd behind you. The Kettle Moraine fans, they brought a good contingent here tonight, and they probably got almost as many, well, about 3/4 as many as the Oak Creek fans here tonight in Oak Creek.
I think they're both these communities are excited about their team. They've got good reason to be. They've got nice ball clubs.
Freeland on the free throw, an important one because that puts Kettle Moraine up by 3. 49-46, 1:08 to go. 44% free throw shooter Freeland. Let's see if we can watch Hintz again. This one's no good. Weber right there to follow, good.
There's that clutch player.
And we have got a 5-point lead. And we got a 2-on-1. Down goes Archick. Good. Back down to 3 points, 51-48. 52 seconds left to play. Here's Freeland. Freeland. Brodeman has just fouled out.
He didn't have much choice. He had to. He had to go after the ball. I'll tell you, John, I could see where he would be an outstanding football player. He's a very aggressive player, and he really puts everything into it.
Brodeman.
He made a great pass.
Take it down at the other end.
Almost a travel.
Nice move to get Weber caught up in the air. You know, they're playing again, like you said, without Giese, without Stacey. They're two other big men. And this guy's done a nice job. Dean Freeland.
The strategy has worked for Kettle Moraine. You know, they were stumbling. They were 8 points behind, and he went to the smaller offense, or smaller team, and they have turned it around defensively.
They're back up by 3. The stats on Freeland, 3 points on the night. Anytime you get a 3-point difference, it's a little tough to come back. One bucket would put up with 2, and Weber's there again. Oh! Talk about an opportune follow-up.
Those are 2 great rebounds, big rebounds.
37 seconds, 36 seconds. We'll try to count it down with you. Huffman there to follow. They got to get some shots up, get the basket in. Comes out. Seaman will put it up. Leaning in. The basket should count. Foul is on Pease. He'll go to the line. Oh, it's not over yet, folks. Don't turn off that TV yet.
You got the bucket. You can make this free throw. It'll be down. It could be down to 2 points.
Well, now we got a timeout. Kettle Moraine. We're up now, talking it over with his assistants and with the referees here tonight. He was saying, you sure that was a foul there, not an offensive foul?
They'd be willing to give the foul, but they didn't want the basket. They felt the basket came after. But
There's your time remaining, 27 seconds left in this ball game. Both teams undefeated in the Parkland Conference so far. Again, Oak Creek, the leader in the Western Division, and Kettle Moraine, the leader in the Eastern Division.
They haven't given up, either team. They've come at each other with all barrels.
Kettle Moraine fans sensing a victory, perhaps.
We got a lot of time left, John. 27 seconds.
Sort of reminds me of one of the Bucks games in the early years when a guy named Shaler Halleman of the Chicago Bulls scored 5, I think it was 5 quick points, a free throw, and then he stole 2 inbound passes with like 4 seconds left in the game. It can happen, you know, that quickly.
Remember the game we ended with last year, that Milwaukee North and Newbro and West? Newbro and Eisenhower, rather.
Important free throw by Seaman here. No good. Who's got it? Finally loose, and Freeland has it. Owens comes up with it. Off the foot of the Oak Creek player, and it'll be Kettle Moraine's ball. 21 seconds left. A 3-point difference. Look at the stacked defense coming in here for Kettle Moraine. They get it in. This is Owens as he tries to get it around Hintz. Hintz just fouled out also. 5 personal fouls on Tom Hintz. 4 points in the game, but a great job on the floor leadership that he has played. So Branneman has fouled out. Hintz has fouled out. Hoffman playing with 4 personals.
They've played very hard. They've done a lot of good things defensively, and they are aggressive, and they're going to fall. What
an opportunity here. You look at Hintz, who has just fouled out. I didn't have to say that. It's written on the screen for you.
Right
there. He's a fun guy to watch, though. Very enthusiastic. That's my kind of guy. Here's Owens to the free throw line. He is 4 out of 4. 6 points on the night. Misses. Weber couldn't come down with that one. 16 seconds left. You're looking at the clock, the time left. Huffman, 3-point lead yet for Kettle Moraine. Make it a 1-point difference. 8 seconds left. The clock ticking away. 53-52. Kettle Moraine with the ball. Man goes up for the shot with 2 seconds left, and he's hammered to the floor. And he went down hard. Who is that on the bottom of the pile there?
I think it looks like 21.
21, Browning. John Browning.
Hard.
He's okay. He was hit hard. He looks to be not too much worse for the wear, at least on outward appearances. But Kettle Moraine wanted to push the ball up quickly, get it out of that Oak Creek zone, Jared. And they did a good job of it.
They got the ball ahead and got the lead pass to Freeland, and he was taking it up the court.
I think he kind of got hit by somebody there. That was Burke's personal foul, his 3rd. But with 2 seconds left, it's not over yet, though, Jerry. Sherm Snemiska, the head coach at Oak Creek, settles back in his chair. He looks pretty composed yet for a guy who's down by 1 point.
And if you could get a picture of his stomach, the inside, you see
it'll be all over the court. So here's Browning. All the Kettle Moraine players back behind Browning. They're just playing the defense now. Let's see what he can do on the free throws. First one is good. One more could put it out of reach. And Oak Creek calling a timeout with 2 seconds left to play. They want him to think about it just a little longer, but the Kettle Moraine team, well, they pretty well know that they might have something sewed up if they just don't make any dumb mistakes right now. And they haven't made that many in the last couple of minutes. They have not made many turnovers.
They've come up with the big rebounds by JJ on the missed free throws. Their little guards have done the job. They've gotten their composure at the very important time of the game.
And they were so close in turnovers the whole way. We saw it earlier early in the fourth quarter, 22 turnovers each at that point. But since that point, there were some very glaring errors on the part of Oak Creek. Brannaman's pass underneath. He had a traveling call on him. There were 1 or 2 other passes that were missed. And Kettle Moraine made the most of them. As you look at both squads, getting final instructions from their coaches. The Oak Creek fans kind of quiet here right now. The Kettle Moraine fans making most of the noise in the far end. You can see it on the left upper corner of your screen.
You analyze the game. The first half went pretty even. They ended up just about dead even in the first half. Third quarter was all Oak Creek. The fourth quarter now, Kettle Moraine has come back.
54-52. Kettle Moraine leads it with 2 seconds left. John Browning could put it out of reach right here with a free throw. Let's take a look. He's got it. Oh, ice water running through his veins, so get it up. Seaman takes the rhythm bounce, puts it up, no good. And the Kettle Moraine Lasers remain undefeated at 5-0. Oak Creek falls to 4-1 overall. Now look at those Kettle Moraine fans jump all over their team. They're enjoying it. 55-52, the final score here tonight from Oak Creek. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better starter as we start the basketball season here on Sports 36. We try to pick the best, and this was one of the best, I'll tell you. 55-52, we'll try to round out the scoring. We'll try to have a post-game guest here in just a moment. The players exchanging greetings. You saw Brannaman talking to Weber for just a moment. I tell you, that was quite a matchup right there. Brannaman, who fouled out with a couple of minutes remaining in the game, played a heck of a game underneath. Weber, what can you say about that kid? He was super tough down there when it counted. And he got something like 12 points in the first half, 23 points overall. J.J. Weber. Here's Browning getting a little congratulations for the free throws that he made at the end. Clutch free throw shooting, a lot of fouls at the end. And Kettle Moraine Lasers made the most of it right when it counted. As they head back to the locker room, and both teams, as we said, off now for the week. And let's see, who are they playing next week? We've got New Berlin Eisenhower will be the next competition a week from Tuesday for Kettle Moraine. But more importantly, as far as we're concerned, coming up next Saturday night on Sports 36 at 8 o'clock, Jim Smallins and myself will be down at Tech High School for a Milwaukee area conference game between Washington and Tech. Ought to be a good one. But before we go and call it a night, Jerry Sullivan's got a special post-game guest. Jerry?
We got a couple of happy people here. Coach, you got to be awfully thrilled. This is kind of revenge from last year.
Yeah, they beat us by 2 points in the last second last year, so I guess we owed them one.
So it balances out. JJ, those 2 rebounds off the missed free throws coming in from the defensive position were really important.
Yeah, but our defense really won the game. We put the pressure on their guards and we got the turnovers. The defense won the ball game.
Defensively, the guards were being hurt the first half by the pressuring defense. There was a lot of turnovers. Did you make any changes in that last quarter because you got the job done in the last quarter?
Well, if anything, we just got more aggressive. We kept emphasizing to the kids that we wanted a full court game and not a half court game out of it, and to put the pressure man to man and to put the pressure zone both ways. And we just outplayed him. His plays were great. A lot of great individual efforts. I can't say enough about the kids.
You got good production from your guards.
Yeah, we did. And you never know who it is. We're interchanging 4 or 5 of them, and on different nights they come through, and they just refuse to be beat. That's what it's all about.
JJ, this Oak Creek team has some big, strong kids, and they work hard underneath the basket. Did you feel that they are tougher physically than a lot of teams that you played against?
Oh, yeah, they're definitely the biggest with Brannaman underneath and the other guy. They're definitely big and strong, but, you hold your position and you got them.
those 2 buckets that you got off the missed free throws, do you do anything differently? You came out of nowhere on both of those to get the big rebound basket.
If I tell you that, everyone's going to know. I'm not going to tell you that.
I'm going to find out why he wasn't doing it before. That's what I'm going to find out.
Coach, now where do you go from here? This is the big game. You got Newborough and Eisenhower coming up next, haven't you?
Yeah, this was the biggest so far, but that's the biggest maybe of all because they're in our division and they're an awful good ball club, and we'll be ready.
JJ, you got to be awfully thrilled. You're having a great year again. Last year, 15 rebounds, 15 points a game. What challenges are you looking for this year?
Just to win. Go all the way to the tournament. That's it.
Well, that's great. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations, JJ. We wish you the best of luck. We really enjoyed the game tonight, and I'm sure the people watching did also. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jerry.
All right, thank you, Jerry, and we'll remind you before you do anything else tonight on this Saturday night, 799-1102. Let us know that you were watching tonight's game. There's that number. That'll let us know how many folks were watching the game and give us a good idea of what to program in the future here on Sports 36. 799-1102. If you get a busy signal, you hang up and try again a little bit later on. That number will be available all night long. And I think we have some final statistics to throw your way. Kettle Moraine for the game unofficially, 65%. They really improved as they went along throughout the game on their field goals, and they really canned a lot down the end. Also improved on their free throws, 72%. For Oak Creek, 74% from the floor. Is that correct? I think it is. And so they did a fine job as they had about a 50% average in the first half, at the end of the first half. But they missed some free throws near the end and some turnovers, which really hurt them down the stretch right there. And the final score again was the Kettle Moraine Lasers 55, the Oak Creek Knights 52 here in the Parkland Conference. And again, 799-1102, give that number a call. As we approach the holiday season now, coming up in a couple of weeks here, the Christmas season already. Can't believe that. We invite you to join us again next Saturday night, live from Milwaukee's South Side, as Milwaukee Tech's Trojans host the Milwaukee-Washington Pergolders in Milwaukee area conference play. That's Washington versus Tech live next Saturday evening at 8 o'clock. And so for statistician Terry Peterson, Jerry Sullivan, our entire crew, this is John Bartell. Thanks for being with us. Good night.
Personal computer lets you organize your finances, tutor your kids, and play exciting computer games. And CompuColor 2 does it all in brilliant color.
Second.
Watch The Mummy, Sunday night at 10:30 on Vintage Video Theater.
Your lawn and your budget.